What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. It is a special day. First of all, even though Capricorn season is over, you know, it's still a special time for us.
That's right.
Coach Gessie is here, and Coach Gessie and I have done so many different things together. I've made sure that we shared this platform many times because you've helped so many people. From me introducing you to people to things that you've done and you introducing me to people. We've worked together so much, and you know, in particular with the Detox Now, when you develop that system. And so today we wanted to have you up here to talk about what is happening in the future. So welcome back, Coach Gessie.
Thank you. You know I love you so much. I have to start, first of all, just, okay, I'm not going to cry today because I'm so emotional
Come on, Mary
today
J. Blige.
because this is seriously, first, thank you, Angela, because when I say you have been a really critical part of the Detox Now community, I really mean that at the depths of my heart. This it's very deeply personal for me because the Detox Now started right out of my own fight for better health. After battling fibroids, infertility, and chronic health issues that I still will deal with today. And it really became something that I realized with one simple goal, that all I wanted to do was to help women have better health, right? And to live free from preventable health issues as well as reproductive health issues like fibroids and more. And, today I am thrilled. I'm thrilled because I'm excited to share this new step on our mission. And, last time I was here, it started off with the end of the year. I always do a way up code. And I said, well, you know what, this time it's going to be different. We're going to do something where we did Detox Now gift card for $25. And we said, in exchange for your feedback to help us make the Detox Now better, we just want you to complete this survey. And we gave gift cards.
Right.
And I have to say the response was overwhelming. And really over the past few months, I really took time to listen and to have conversations, reviewing the survey results and having heartfelt conversations with women who all shared the same thing, which was they were having challenges with affordability, with the number of supplements that they had to take daily, and then the difficulty keeping up with the multiple doses a day. And
right, because I've done the Detox Now personally, which is why I've always given it my stamp of approval, because that was one thing I told Coach Gessie, the way that I am, before I even can say somebody else should do this, I have to do it myself. Because I want to make sure that I'm comfortable with it. And so many people have completed the Detox Now, but I can also speak to having done this and having to travel sometimes and putting 7 different, supplements in a little bag, making sure it doesn't break, making sure that I bring it with me. It is not an easy thing to do, even bringing it to work, bringing it home. Sometimes it's okay, I got to take this, I got to take this. Which one did I take? Did I miss one?
And did I take it 3 times today?
And then I also have to be
crazy.
Is it half a drop or full? Is it a full? It is, listen, health is important and I'm going to do what I need to do.
Right.
But it also was sometimes, it was a little bit much.
No, it was. And, that is why, I said, I took the time to really go through that. And I said, I hear it. And it just, for me, it just said to me, we have to do better. I have to do better. And it took me to this scary place of scary and exciting, right? So what do they call it? Skited, right? Scary and excited.
Okay, TikTok. I never heard that. Okay.
where I had to focus on reimagining the Detox Now and what we could do to help women live healthier, longer, and more joyful lives free of preventable health challenges. And that is why I'm excited to announce the new line. Oh my God, I really am going to cry. I know it. Oh my goodness.
Oh, what a mission. Okay.
I know. So we're still Black owned. So let's talk about what we are. We still are Black women owned, and we're still focused on what I just said, right? Education and supplements that will help to, again, focusing on the equity gap, the health disparities that deal with fibroids, obesity, chronic health issues that are preventable. Those are definitely our focus. But we also have a clarified mission now, which is better health for better living, right? Very simplified because we're like, okay, that's what we're really focusing to do. But we're really doubling down on who and why, which is women specifically dealing with closing the gap around not just fibroids, but more reproductive health issues and definitely chronic disease.
Right.
So I wanted to tell you about the new line.
Okay, please.
Okay.
Okay. And just so we have had conversations as you were developing this.
Yes.
And it's taken you quite some time to get to this point where it was perfect because you are a perfectionist.
Well, but what got me is when I mentioned it to you, you were like, oh, yeah, this is spot on. Because you were like, yeah, this is the right feedback. Right away. You were like, this is the right direction.
Right. Right. And just so people know, like Coach Gessie said, she dealt with a lot of her own issues. You have your miracle baby.
That's right.
Nia.
That's right.
And I got to bring this up because I love Nia. But she's
already casting you for her movie, by the way.
Yeah, she's how old now?
She's 13.
13 years old. She just starred in The Lion King on Broadway, did her run there. I went to go and see her there.
Yes, you and Erica.
Me and Erica Alexander, we went to go see her on Broadway. And now she's also going to be doing her own movie.
That's right. She's starring in and youngest executive producer in Hollywood as of this contract, starring opposite Malik Yoba of a movie called One Mic. Going to be filming in Yonkers at Hudson on Hollywood on Hudson, excuse me. And there
not
is
just a miracle baby, but a miracle child after she was born.
Yes.
She's still a miracle. So
yes.
we just want to acknowledge that too. But even looking how you raise your child and the perfection that you deal with there and how amazing she is, it also goes aligns perfectly with the perfection that you put into creating this new Detox Now and always just trying to figure out like what's the next step, what's the next level to unlock. It really is parallel to how you raise your child.
You know, I appreciate that because what I always think about, because she tells me, Mommy, I'm your co-founder. You're doing this because of me. Okay. And she's not telling a lie because I always say when I birthed her, she birthed me into this work. I had no idea I was going to be doing this work.
Right.
So I think I want to make this world better for Nia. I every time I'm working on something, I'm like, if I think about the women I'm dealing with, I'm thinking about my child and how I want somebody to treat my child, you know? So what you said is very, very true.
And I've literally had women come up to me and say, I met Coach Gessie and I started working with her because I've seen her on your platform and now I had a baby and I couldn't have one first and I had so many issues. Like I've had people come up to me and say that. And that's why it's always been important to me to have you up here and to make sure that we continue to deliver on this work.
So let's talk about what's new. So what's new is it's now simplified and higher impact formulas. Okay. So that means that one product actually will do what 3 or 4 or 2 did.
God
because
is good.
What we wanted to do is target multiple health issues with one supplement. And then also we streamlined the dosage. So instead of taking them 3 times a day, it's once
a day. That is amazing. Because you know how hard that is when you have to go to work and you didn't bring your supplements with you.
Right.
You left them at home. Now you're like, oh man, I didn't take the dose at the right time. That's amazing.
So that affected consistency and
does.
convenience, right? In terms of being able to make it achievable. And then the enhanced quality is a major part because one of the things we were really determined is making sure that we leveled up in a way that we enhanced the certification around the labs that we're working with now is FDA, NSF, and GMP certified. And that's specifically a rigorous third-party testing to ensure the quality, the safety, and the consistency of the products and the manufacturing processes. So we wanted full transparency and we wanted it to be at a higher level, so that I have something in my eye. Hold on a second. Oh, I'm not going to be able to move forward. Ooh. There we go. We wanted to be at a higher level so that women could know that what they're dealing with, the consistency and the accuracy is the highest level. Literally, it's unmatched. And not only that, but we made sure that the active ingredients are not just, okay, this has turmeric in it. No, it has the amount of turmeric that's been researched and shown to have effectiveness if you take it daily for that specific condition.
Okay.
Like, for instance, turmeric, the studies show that you should be taking at least 500 to 1,000 milligrams of turmeric daily.
I definitely don't do that. Okay.
In order to affect, if you're dealing with a chronic health issue like fibroids or dealing with joint mobility, etc. So we made sure that the key active ingredients all had that level of therapeutic dosing.
And this can be preventative too, right? Because even if right now you're not dealing with these chronic issues, this is something that will make sure that you won't.
Absolutely, because guess what? The world that we deal with is very toxic. So you're always dealing with things that are causing inflammation.
Recently.
Everything from the air that you're breathing to the products people are using on their skin, right? To key home health products, right? Even the furniture that we deal with. So everything around us. So we have to be proactive about actually reducing our inflammatory impact.
Even the clothes that you purchase. I know we all like fast fashion.
Yep.
But there's been all kinds of warnings, and people still going to buy it because they're like, you know what? It's cheap and affordable.
And the impact on our health is even more. That's why younger people are having cancers at higher rates, and those that they would normally wouldn't have at those ages, right? So, and then the other thing is, of course, affordable pricing. So premium product, affordable, accessible pricing. And we now also have a team of licensed and holistic and medical practitioners who are helping to provide expert guidance. So everything has been leveled up.
So
right?
This is the other baby now.
Yes!
The first baby's leveled up now. This is leveled up.
This is leveled up.
Okay.
So I'm going to tell you real quick. We'll go through them. So Balancer is now supports hormones, PMS, fibroids, endo, as well as menopause.
Oh, wow.
Right.
And there's been a lot of conversations around menopause as of late that people, I feel like, were not having previously.
Exactly. So our supplements our Balancer supplement specifically focuses on hormones, whatever stage and age you're in.
Right.
This is critical because if you're dealing with just imbalanced hormones, it can lead to those things, as well as when you're past your menses and you're now in menopause stage, they don't have much support around that. So we wanted you to know that you don't have to take 3 or 4 different supplements. So we used to have to before, and we didn't have anything for menopause before. So it was 3 supplements, and now it's 1.
Wow,
right?
amazing.
And it's 45-day supply instead of 30-day supply.
Okay. Affordable.
1 dose. Yeah, it makes a huge difference, right? And then for me, another key thing is that we created 1 Balancer kit with different stages. So if you're in the managed, hey, you know what? I don't want things to get worse. I just want to manage it, right? Or I'm in a place where now, you know what? I want to be a little bit more accelerated in my targeting of the inflammation and reducing my symptoms, or I need to accelerate it. So women now have choices like, okay, where am I on the journey? And I will now, based on that, I know I can track what will help me the most, right?
Okay.
Unless the most supplements you have is like 4 versus I think before it was like 7, right? So I love that. The Eliminator is one of my favorites because people deal with so much inflammation, right? And it specifically targets that which leads to, I think we talked about it before, how 50% of deaths are connected to inflammatory responses, okay? Which is huge.
That's huge.
That deals with everything from fibroids to breast cancer to more. And a lot of people don't realize it's the stress that we deal with, just having fast-paced lives. That alone.
As much as we try to manage stress, sometimes it's inevitable.
Exactly. And then there's joint mobility and all of that, right? And then this is one of my favorites, D3. We talk about D3 all the time. Well, it's known for bone, cardiovascular, and immune health, right? But it really is a superstar also for hormonal balance. It's one of the key hormones that helps to fight inflammation and tumor. And what I love about ours is a little 1-ounce bottle, but it has literally, if you take 2,500, which is 1 dose, is 2,500 IUs. 2,500 IUs is just 5 little drops. And that is what you need to maintain healthy D3 levels, which is around 60 to 80, the level of 60 to 80 NGL, right? And if you keep it at that is an 8-month supply in this little bottle.
Oh, wow, in that little tiny bottle. Okay.
Yes.
I can travel with that.
Yeah, and if you need to double it because you need to increase your level, remember we said we have to get your D3 numbers to know your D3 numbers. If you need to increase it because your numbers need to increase, you have a gap, then you double up the dose, and that's still 4 months dose. That is huge. You talk about
How do you find your D3 level?
Blood test. Just go to the doctor.
I think I need to make an appointment. I need to see everything that's going on.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's get your numbers. So we're going to get your numbers for all of that. And that is huge because you're talking about affecting women's, I call it the superstar, right? Everything from reproductive to inflammation to cardiovascular to immune. It deals with the growth hormone. So a lot of women are losing hair, and it's because they're D3 deficient.
I want to also bring up something that I learned from you, and that comes to when you have your period. Some people will be like, my period's so heavy, I can't leave the house, I can't do this, I have to wear a tampon and a pad, I'm bleeding through, and that's not normal.
No, absolutely not. That is exactly why we want people to understand how the D3 plays a major role, as well as balancing their hormones. And they don't realize that their hormones are out of whack, and that's why they're having heavy cycles. And they may not even have fibroids. Just the fact that you have a heavy cycle, that's why I said balancer is for hormones all the way to menopause. Because
that was something I learned from you, because I actually, after doing the detox and then changing my diet, it definitely changed my period.
And that's a warning sign to you. If your body's having abnormal cycles, raise your hand and say, wait a minute, something's wrong. And if your GYN says, oh, you just bleed heavy, find another GYN, because that one doesn't know what they're talking about. You don't just bleed heavy. That's your body giving you a warning sign that something wrong. And it can develop into something like fibroids or cysts, or it can develop into other issues like endometriosis. And you don't want that, right? So let's stop it while it's just a heavy cycle. And you can switch that off, balancer, get that happy period. You know what I mean? And then I will just wrap it up with the detox. So now the detox is just this bottle and the powder. Now you know it was like 5 bottles. Plus you had to get the salt and the lemon and the supplement that goes in the water. So now you just put your Power Her, which is your electrolyte powder.
How does that taste?
It's watermelon flavored.
Okay, we like that already.
It is lightly sweetened with stevia. It is very super clean, and you can use it just for working out, not just on the fasting. It supports during fasting as well. It's a totally new thing for us. We were like, you know what? Rather than women having to do the chloretol, the salt, the lemon, I was like, let's just create our own electrolyte powder. You did it all. You did the hardcore.
Right.
So now, it's not 14 days anymore. Now it's 7 days.
Oh, see? Now, 14 days was tough. I'm not, look, my
because
friend
the
Kashana,
supplement,
she's like, I can do that.
The supplement is so much stronger now. This detoxer actually, and we have a him version too. Okay. So, because I know women would love to have their men doing it with them, and they always do. But the
much easier, because I do not need my man eating
Popeyes
in front of me.
Exactly.
Well, I'm trying to do this detox. 7 days I could do.
Exactly.
Dan, you're getting married. Maybe you and Rita want to do this for,
look
for 7 days.
Yeah, I think so.
I would do it. You can do it.
No, and it's wonderful because it's literally just this and that. That's it. You're not carrying 5 or 6 bottles, and as far as
and
the
it's once a day.
It depends. If you're doing water fast, you take it with your meals, because as you're drinking, you want more sustenance. But if you're doing intermittent fasting, it's one. Because the other thing is the fasts all the kits come together in one now.
Okay.
Like if you say, you know what, I'm gonna do intermittent next. You have everything in one. You don't
ready
have to worry
to go.
about order the next ones. So that literally, and then the last one, which is, I would say one of my favorites, is
you
our
said
first
about
time.
every single one.
I know, but they're my babies.
Did she say that
I love them.
This one's my favorite, and here's another favorite.
I love them. It's the Prevent Her. It's the actual, because I've talked about prevention so much here, right? And it was like 3 supplements, right, that you had to take to deal with D3 deficiency, hormonal balance, chronic inflammation. So this is now actually a comprehensive multivitamin called Prevent Her, which it deals with hormonal imbalance and inflammation, as well as immunity, immune health as well. The only reason we don't have D3 with it is because D3, everybody needs to take different levels.
Different amount, okay.
Yeah, depending on what theirs is.
Once we know what our level is. So
and it's
instead
capsules.
so now forget the multivitamin I've been taking.
This multivitamin is amazing.
Okay.
It is amazing. And I didn't get to tell you, like this, now these bottles are 2,500 milligrams of active ingredient in one dose, where the bottles we had before were 156 in one dose.
Okay. Wow.
You see
that's
the
a big difference.
That's when I say enhanced quality, that's what I'm talking about, right? So now, the really exciting news. Oh my God, you are so amazing. I have this vision. I'm going back to the day I was in the hospital when I had the aneurysm, and I was talking to you, and I told you that where the aneurysm was, it was threatening to take away my voice. And you were like, no, that can't be, right? And because this exciting news is that we're not just launching this product with the same team, right? We're actually launching now with a new equity partner and global ambassador for the Detox Now.
I heard it's somebody amazing.
It's somebody special.
Yay! All right. Yes, so I'm excited, truly excited about this. As soon as we had the conversation, I was like, absolutely. But there's also a really special reason behind why this was important. And you can tell the story about how we met at Congressional Black Caucus.
Yes. I literally...
Which I heard Donald Trump is abolishing.
Oh, no.
I'm kidding.
So we were at Congresswoman Yvette Clarke is a mutual friend of ours. We love you. She's actually the chair of the Congressional Black Caucus this year.
Okay, we love that.
So we know we're here for you to support you, Congresswoman. And I was there. She had just given me this award called the Shining Star Award. And I was like, well, whatever she's doing, I'm going to be there. I had no idea what was going on. And you were actually moderating. You were speaking at one of her events.
Yeah.
You came out the door, and I was standing right outside the door because I had to be there at that moment. And the minute I opened my mouth to speak to you, the Detox Now was born.
Yeah. I didn't even know it didn't
You didn't
exist
know it.
prior to that until later on.
We were just doing fibroids work before that.
You told me, right. And I know you had the book and everything just about the fibroids and having your miracle baby and all of that. But I didn't know that the Detox Now didn't exist because when you finally did, we reconnected. It felt like it had been around forever.
And what was crazy was I was like, wow, how fitting that as we would be now in this new juncture, at this whole new level, that you would be my partner. Oh my God, that is so God.
I am. I'm really excited about it. And when I tell you, like, literally all the time when I have friends who talk to me about health issues, about fibroids, I always refer them to you.
Erica just called. She just texted me today, Erica Alexander.
Yep.
And you put me on the phone
did.
with her.
When I was talking to her and we were having and now she's, she talks about it, so it's not a secret, but we were having a discussion about it. And I said, you have got to talk to Coach Gessie. Like, she will be the person that will help you with whatever it is. I've had other friends who I won't say their names, but they've gone to you and they're so excited about this. When I spoke to them confidentially about it, and they're like, Coach Gessie's amazing. She's helped me so much. And that's really the type of people that I want to partner with, people who have good intentions, people who I see have been doing the work, who actually really care about what it is that they're doing, and who I feel comfortable referring to you.
First of all, thank you for trusting me. This is a real calling for me. It's a ministry for me. I don't believe in, it's not just a business. It really is like an answer to, I remember, I don't think I ever shared this with you, but after my story went viral in Essence magazine, women from all over were hitting me up. Like, I had no idea fibroids was this really big epidemic.
Right, because people didn't really talk about it.
No, I thought I was just going through my own personal hell. And when my story went out, and I was like, do they think I'm some sort of celebrity or something? What is going on? Because it was like Essence, it was on first when Facebook was kind of like, and it was just going crazy. And women were just not liking it. They were sharing like paragraphs of their story and, oh my God, thank you. And I had this prayer. I said, God, this is so affecting so many women. Will you let me be a part of helping them find their healing? And so when I say that this is so deeply personal, there's nobody I would want to do this with but you. And to this, I think it's time for a toast.
All right.
To better health.
To that. To better health.
To better health for better living.
And a discount. We got a discount, right?
Oh, yeah. And listen. Thank you. So right now, all the supplements are on pre-order at thedetoxnow.com. 30% off. And I'm saying 30% off because we worked hard to get these prices down. So you ain't going to get 30% off on a regular. This is new.
Special pre-order.
This is a special pre-order. So go to the Detox Now, get yours, and to your health, we love you.
Not
Ooh,
bad.
that got a little kick to it.
Yeah, not bad at all. No, I'm kidding. No, amazing. But again, Coach Gessie, thank you so much. And you can always look back and see, you actually bring up people. Yandy's sister.
Lakeisha.
Yep, she came up here and talked about how her life was basically she couldn't even go to work or date or do anything. She was having so many issues when it came to her health. I've seen Cynthia Bailey, I've seen her on Real Housewives talking about her issues with fibroids and things like that.
It can be so consuming.
Yeah, and I know so many of us have had to deal with that. So we really do just love these stories of taking your life back, really.
I think
and I talk
joyful.
about financial wellness all the time, but that really also does line up with your actual physical
Absolutely.
wellness.
Well, they say health is wealth. There is no wealth without health. I mean, there are so many people who financially they wish they could buy health.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the biggest thing is, we have prevention is like my biggest dream is for people to live a life of prevention, right? Whether they're doing the things, and that's what we're here to empower you to do, but we're here to help you rescue if you need it as well. The joy is better health for better living.
Well, look, stay tuned for more updates from us.
Yay! Us. So our supplements are at thedetoxnow.com, y'all.
I know.
Stop
that's
playing.
Right. All right. Well, Coach Gessie, thank you so much for this opportunity and for being able to actually do what we can to help everybody.
Yes.
You know, I love that. So I love that
excited.
for us.
Oh my God. Hug, hug, hug.